As responsible government, I think things have changed a lot. Probably we should have realized the importance of skilling. I am a dentist by profession. Medical and dental profession and allied medical professions, there was always skilling along with the courses where we get skilled and we come straight away, we walk out of the college and we get to practice confidently. But this is not the case in terms of whether it was technical education or humanities or social sciences or any other subjects. But now the industry requirement, how the transformation is happening, whether it is digital, whether you talk about quantum computing, AI, how AI is changing our lives. Probably the industry is looking at a lot of skilling, and that too we are looking at how best we try to skill them within the course duration itself. This is what is very important. We don't expect the students to go out and then add additional skilling knowledge, what is required by a specific industry or overall knowledge enhancement is required as per the present industry requirements. So this is where we need to talk about job readiness. Job readiness is one important thing what we are looking at, and we have also initiated a lot of measures. In fact, with Karnataka State Skill Development Corporation, way back in the year 2023-24, it was the government of Karnataka initiated a program called as Kalike Jate Kaushalya. In fact, it was a very good program, which was a joint program by Higher Education and Skill Development Department. And every year it has been increased. So this is a certification program jointly organized by, means it is conducted by the Skill Development Department program. But it is being benefited to a large section, and we are concentrating more on our government colleges, whether it is technical courses or the humanities or the social sciences colleges. So this is one program where we try to impart them digital knowledge, whatever knowledge is required, whatever the entire structuring of the curriculum, the program, and this is being devised by the Board of Studies of the respective universities. And in fact, we are giving credits also for the training, the program, what they are going through. And every year we are scaling it up. We are increasing the numbers. So this year, the Skill Development Department is again earmarked about 10 crore rupees from KKRDB funds, and then we are concentrating more on the Kalyan Karnataka region. So this is one area. Kalike Jate Kaushalya is one area where we have taken a big leap in as far as skilling is concerned. Again, to talk about our other flagship program, AEDP program, Apprenticeship Embedded Degree Program. This is a program which we took up in a very big way. We have jointly worked with, I think, Atul Kumar Tiwari sir is here, who was there in the skilling department in Government of India, who was also assisted us in starting this program. This is a program which has been devised by the CRISP organization, Center for Research in Schemes and Policies. Along with the sector skill councils, we have started this program. To launch, to start with, we started with about 43 colleges, where we chose about 4 areas, that is about e-commerce, logistics. Then we have BFSI and retail. So these are the 4 areas we started in the first year. Last year we started, and this is the second year. About 1,400 students got admitted in these various programs, and this year it is now scaled up to 2,700, where we've increased the number of colleges. So this is the program where the students get to study exclusively on 3 years. They go and study only about retail outlets and how the retail business happens and how they can be get absorbed in the retail business once they graduate. So the beauty of this program is in the 5th and the 6th semester, they get to work in the industry straight away, and they get a stipend. So this is the beauty of this program, and all these areas are the ones which are interrelated. These are all the present trend in the industry, how it is spreading from the tier 1 cities to the tier 2 and tier 3 cities, where these outlets are coming, malls are coming, the logistics area is growing, and commerce, e-commerce is again a big thing which is getting now downward. So I think these are the 4 areas where we have started, and similarly now we are also looking at how best we can try to bring in centers of excellences into our institutions, where we get to skill them during the course duration itself. Probably it takes time, because we need to have a uniform facility throughout the state. This is one thing. The private institutions, okay, I agree, there are some reputed institutions, engineering colleges, which have these centers of excellence, but not all of them have these centers of excellences. So now the trend is that people just look at the placements. So wherever there is a good placement, they try to choose those institutions and they try to go there. And the present trend is that everybody wants to do computer science, they want to do artificial intelligence, they want to do data science, and all these things they would like to do. But thing is, we are again neglecting our core subjects like civil, mechanical, automobile, and all these subjects are being neglected now, and students are not willing to take up these courses. But ultimately, this is going to remain forever. This is the backbone for all, whatever we try to do. Even artificial intelligence is playing a big role in mechanical engineering, it's playing a big role in mechatronics, it is playing a big role in civil engineering. Things have changed, but we need to adapt those, whatever changes which has happened with the utilization of artificial intelligence. How best this skilling could be incorporated within the course duration is a big challenge which we are looking at. So like this, we are looking at various programs, and we have tried to look at the overall development and to build the confidence levels of our students. So we have tried up with Wadhwani Foundation, we have tried up with Microsoft, we have tried up with, in fact, HP has started a AI and a gaming hub recently in one of our engineering colleges. Truly world-class facility they have created, and Toyota Kirloskar has come out with about 11 centers of excellences in our engineering colleges. Like this, we are trying to work closely with so many philanthropic organizations, and even Azim Premji Foundation also is being doing a big support to the higher education department. So like this, I think we are doing it, but the time only, the changes, what happens, it takes time. It's not that immediately we could see the changes and the results. And the basic thing is like our students lack the confidence to face the situations. So this is where the communication skills have to be improved, the aptitude has to be improved, how they have to face the society, how they have to face the challenges of the industry requirements. So this is where I think we need to make our students confident enough to face these challenges in their lives. So like this, we have brought up these various programs, and recently I'd been to this FKCCI Manthan program. I was very impressed. Last year though I went for the curtain raiser, this time I went for the prize distribution. Now already Government of Karnataka, we have initiated the talks with FKCCI, and our finance department also has agreed. Now Government of Karnataka is going to be part of this Manthan program, probably in a bigger way, where I think, Mother, you know about this program, where all the graduates coming from various specialities, various things, they are allowed to come out with their own innovative, creative ideas and come out with their projects and startups, whatever they would like to come. So this is a very beautifully structured program of FKCCI, which has been running for almost 17 years.
Rightly pointed out by my colleague and friend Sudhakar. Now we are facing the biggest challenge across the country. Now biggest challenge in the country is unemployment. So we need to take it head on. So as a skill minister, I feel it's a responsibility of the department. And Karnataka has been one of the very progressive states. It's also not only the startup capital, it's also the skill capital. We want to create that ecosystem here. And here we are trying to bridge the gap. There's a huge skill gap. Priyanka and myself, we had, when we took over in the beginning of the tenure of this ministry, we had Priyanka actually, it was his idea to constitute a skill council. I think we were part of it. Yeah, and here there was a meeting conducted across academia, industry partners, and the government, where it was very apparent that the industry said that we have a huge requirement, but the graduates who are passing out of the engineering colleges and the diploma colleges or whatever graduates they are not employable because they don't have the right skill set which is required by the industry. So actually we had constituted various groups sector-wise to suggest us like what are the future skills required, because in the coming 5 years there is going to be huge change in the landscape of skilling. What is the requirement? So we need to upskill our graduates, youngsters, and apart from that we need to collaborate with the industry. That's what myself and Sudhakar we always discuss. There is some structural changes we need to do in our curriculum as well. You see, Karnataka being one of the very progressive state, which had our leaders had the foresight of establishing so many engineering colleges and medical colleges in 60s and 70s. Today's Karnataka because of that one decision. So we have that talent pool here because we allowed the private sector to participate in higher education. So this is one of the very important guiding factor which laid a sound foundation. And the talent pool which you are seeing in Karnataka is, I think, one of the outcome of one of the decisions taken by our leaders. I have to always remember them. And what we need to do now, the biggest challenge for us is we need to structure our curriculum in such a way that the graduates who are coming out of the institutions, they're industry ready. For that, we need to incorporate certain things in our curriculum itself during the study course itself. That what are the soft skills they required, what are the actual skill sets they required, and this input needs to come from the industry. And industry should play very closely, they should tie up closely with the curriculum as well, because they need to say what they need. So we need to work closely, and we are trying to work on that. And also my department has also floated an expression of interest that we want to have a industry linkage cell, like whatever is required, we have given an open offer to the industries. You see, whenever we meet in industry, they say, no, we are in need of a skilled workforce. Okay, you come.
Firstly, I must congratulate Dr. Shan Prakash on this. He set the tone not just for the industries, not just for our state, but also for a larger debate across the country on how we need to ensure we have skill surveys, we map skill sets to people, map them back to industries, and like he rightly said, we cannot promise everybody employment, but can I make them employable? Yes. And that should be the first thing that any government across the country should do. So my biggest congratulations to Dr. Shan Prakash and his entire team. And having said that, like you said, I have an inside view of both the rural area, because I am the Minister for Panchayat Raj and Rural Development, also the industry. And whenever I have gone abroad for pitching for investments, we no longer pitch Karnataka as an investment destination. Because everybody gives incentives, everybody gives subsidies. You know that very well, how our neighbors do that. So, what are we positioned? What is unique about Karnataka is we position ourselves as a skill capital and a knowledge destination. And I think that is what is the stark difference between us and any other state in India. You know, I was reading a report where they say that close to around the talent shortage in the world will be close to around 85 to 86 million people, and unrealized annual losses will be close to around $8.5 trillion. That is huge. And all, this is happening only because of talent shortage, not because of anything else. And this is something, a gap that can be filled up easily. Even in Karnataka, the employees report close to around 40% of the people whom they recruit have a skill gap. And if you read our economic survey report, they say that if we are able to increase productivity or ensure that the right skill sets are given to even 1% of our workforce, we add $2.7 billion to the state economy. And while the nation is dreaming of $5 trillion, $10 trillion economy, Maharashtra says they will do 5 trillion, UP says they will do 3 trillion, we will say we will do 2 trillion. How do we do this? Is by getting to the bottom of the pyramid, by laying a strong foundation of skill sets, of employability. So what we have been doing is like Dr. Shren Prakash said, it took us 1.5 years. We set up a skill counseling in emerging technologies. So we had consultations with over 200 corporates across sectors, right from agri-tech to space tech. So we now know what does the cybersecurity vertical need, what does the BFSI vertical need, what does biotechnology need, and we are working towards that. We are telling that, look, you give us your curriculum, you give us your skill sets, we will spend 50%. For the first time in India, we are also allowing them to use their corporate development fund and CSR along with the government for ensuring employability. The Nipuna program, I think it's one of India's biggest reskilling and upskilling program with special impetus on getting women back in the workforce.